Let's talk about this perimenopause and menopause. Your girl is going through it. Hey, ladies. So let's have the conversation. Your girl is going through it. I don't know if you're going through it as well. I just want to have a nice, good, candid conversation. And I just want to put it out there. And I want to share what I'm going through because maybe you're going through it as well. And then we can kind of keep the conversation going. If you are listening on the streaming sites, you know how to find me. I'll leave my email. I'll leave my Instagram. Come find me over there. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. But if you are watching on YouTube, leave all the information down in the description. Ladies, your girl has been going through it. A lot of you may have known, if you followed me before, I pretty much removed my videos from YouTube. I had a hysterectomy about a year, or a little over a year ago. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Look how it went past. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So we're about to approach November. So I am about 1 year and 7 months post my hysterectomy. So I'm pretty much in menopause. I'm in menopause. I'm not in that menopause where like you go right into it, right? When I got the table, I still have my ovaries. So my body is going through it. So I went to the doctor recently because prior to I've had hot flashes and I've had mood swings, the normal stuff. I was putting it in the PMS kind of realm of things when I had my menstrual. And I said, once I had my hysterectomy, I was good. I think I was more happy than anything. So that made me happy. But now life is lifing. And I'm not really paying attention to like the fact that I don't have a period anymore because I don't have one. So every day is a good day for me when it comes to that. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about pads, liners, tampons, little cups. I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't worry about any type of particular underwear to wear during a certain time of month. I don't have to worry about any of that. So now I'm in the space where I could just live free. But what I've been noticing is my body temperature, um, and just my mood. And I said, this mood is a little bit different from me just being a PMS mood. This is a different mood. It got so bad where I said, you know what? Let me go online and look up the difference between the perimenopause and the menopause. The difference is the time frame. Perimenopause, when you're still having these menopausal symptoms, but you still have your menstrual. You're still, bleeding and so forth and so on. Menopause is when you have had a solid year without your menstrual. And so it's been a solid year and more since I have not had a menstrual. Guys, your girl is bad. It is bad. It's so bad that, I had to even share with my family that it is bad. And I know people that go through it. I have cousins that go through it. I have friends that are in menopause and they tell me like, oh, these sweats, all the things, it's horrible. During the day, I go back and forth, back and forth. I'm cold 1 minute, I'm hot 1 minute. I'm cold 1 minute, I'm hot 1 minute. At night, I am straight hot, straight hot. I recently went to the doctor. I had to make a special appointment because I don't know if you guys know. I think I mentioned in one of my vlogs how I was so upset the fact that I had lost my doctor. I didn't lose her. She retired. I had her for over 17 years and she retired. And I had to get a new doctor. I didn't like the doctor that I had because she was just, it was no bedside manners. I didn't like it. So I had to drop her as quick as I found her. And I got another one. This lady, she sat here and she literally talked to me. And I found me a sister. Yes. I'm not saying nothing wrong with having, any other ethnicities and things like that. My previous doctor, she was definitely an older white woman. She was an elder. She was older than me. But she just was in tune. She was in touch, and I enjoyed it. And every doctor I tried to look for, even my therapist, I wanted a black doctor. Couldn't get one. But I said after I went to this particular doctor, and it was no good. I made sure to find me one. And I said, I'll keep jumping. I had 3 more in line just in case this one didn't work out. So far she's so good. She is good. She's so good. She is good. But if anything look a little wonky, I got 3 on standby. Okay? Kelly don't play. We keep it. The climate that we in right now, we keeping it like this. Okay? So, and saying all that, I do have something here I want to definitely show you guys. But yeah, that's how we came to where we are now. I'm getting to lose my thoughts. I'm going off the cuff, y'all. I don't have any notes. I don't have anything. I'm just going. So I went to the doctor and we were talking, and I was just letting her know, what I'm going through and how I'm feeling. And I want to get on the patch because I've seen several videos. I'm sure, those of you who are in the menopausal state, you hear about the hormonal patches, estrogen and so forth, so on. And I found that it's definitely, synthetic steroid that you're putting inside your body. The way I was feeling, I didn't care. I have a fan in my room. Do I have one in here? Yeah, I got a fan in here, but it's too far. I have a fan in my room. Meanwhile, AC, we fight in this house because we got people that want to be cold, people want to be hot. I'm about to vent right now. I am so hot. I had to go buy me one of those big industrial floor fans. The ones that they be drying carpets and floors with. Yes, to put it in my room. This is how far we have gone, y'all. I have went from, I'm okay, I'm good, to I need it to be a blizzard in my room. Like right now, I'm good. It's during the day. I have natural lighting going on. The window is definitely open. The fan is on standby if I need it. But at night, it's like solid. It's like I'm flatlining my room. I don't get no ups and downs. I got hand fans. I've got like 3 hand fans. It's bad. And yeah. Oh, and for those of you who are listening on the podcast, your girl has cut her hair. I'm definitely going to talk more about that in another conversation about, cutting hair and things like that. But I want to just come up here and just let you guys know, for you who are listening, if you want to see how my hair looks right now, it's definitely shaved. It's all even. I don't have a faded anymore. And I do have a YouTube video talking about that. So you can definitely go watch. But we'll circle back because my hair's going to be shorter by the time we get to some more conversations. My hair's probably going to be pure stubble because your girl has had enough. I had enough with barbers and I had enough with the heat going on. So I talked to her, the doctor. We're going to go back. I talked to my doctor and I told her how I felt, what I was going through, what I was experiencing and things like that. And she said, well, before I put you on a patch, we're going to have to do some blood work. She said, but before we do the blood work, I'm going to need you to get on a supplement. And I said, well, wouldn't you want me to take the blood work first to assure that my levels are low? She said, yes, we can definitely do the before and we can definitely do the after. So I did that, got the results. So I'm on a supplement. Over the counter, it's all natural. There's no rigmarole going on in it. And you'll be surprised to see something all over the counter that can definitely be just supplements and stuff, just kind of, packaged in one. Now, can you definitely get all these 3 things separately? Yes, you can. But the pill, put it all in one and things like that. So what she put me on, Estrogen. Estrogen is a menopause relief. This is a complete multi-system. And let me tell you guys, it takes about 28 or 23 days for it to actually kick in. I haven't felt anything, so I gotta be patient. I don't like taking pills. I can chew these up. For those of you who are listening, they are a little bit bigger than a birth control pill. I've taken 4 so far. I take them in the morning. And yeah, I just take them in the morning. That's when I can remember. So once I brush my teeth or before I brush my teeth, I'll just pop one, chew it up, and I'll take it. I've taken 4 so far. So, 4 is missing. Let's get into it. It says clinically proven and faster menopause relief for hot flashes, night sweats, sleepless nights. Let me tell you something. Can't sleep at night. I had to go buy me some melatonin. I had to do the melatonin tea. And this is all has been happening. I've been noticing the insomnia where I've not been able to sleep for say about 2 months now, right? And I'm taking naps in the middle of the day. I'm trying to get myself up to speed on the weekends. During the day, if I'm at work, I can't take a nap, especially if I'm going into the office because I'm up, but I'm tired and I find myself drinking more coffee. Got to stop the coffee because the caffeine, in addition to, I'm talking so fast. I'm sorry, y'all. But in addition to the caffeine that affects with your pressure and cholesterol, it can affect your menopause. It can activate it even more because the caffeine is playing that game on you. So the sleepless nights. I just recently went this week. I've been taking melatonin. I've been sleeping, getting some really good sleeping because the night sweats will wake me up and I cannot sleep. But now, when the night sweats gets too bad, changing the sheets and everything, y'all. Here we go. Back to this mess. I wake up. But by the time I wake up, I done had 2 hours worth of sleep. Before, it was like 30 minutes here, 45 minutes here. But now I got a straight 2 hours sleep. Then when I go back to sleep, I can get a 4 hours in. So 4, 5, 6, I'm getting 6 hours of sleep, which is good. But I like a good 8 or more. I work better off of a higher count of sleep hours. Okay. Low energy. My energy was down. I'm just saying, I'm just going off what the box is saying, and I'm relating and more. So it says here, hot flashes. Okay, hold on. Okay. Up to 90% reduction of hot flashes and night sweats. But you have to wait until, I want to see, where did I see that 28-day thing? That's why I got these glasses on. I got the wrong glasses on. These are not my reading glasses. I can't locate them. But I know it's either it takes about 20 days or 28 days. Where did I see that at? On this package. Here it goes. It says, these are the wrong glasses. Results seen in as a little of 28 days. I take these off. Because these are for the computer. So let me read the rest of them out. So in addition to the hot flashes, the night sweats, sleepless nights, low energy, mood swings, mental and physical exhaustion. So, sometimes you're just tired. You can't even put your hand on why you're just tired. This is amazing at what you go through. I have not experienced, what they got down here, low sex drive, vaginal dryness. I haven't gotten there. Anxiety, I will say yes. On the anxiety, I don't want to say, I was trying to relate it to me starting a new job, me learning new things and trying to, get acclimated in that. That can definitely bring some anxiety in because you're not the unknown and things like that. But even when I got comfortable and I knew what was going on, I felt the anxiety, like I was taking it as I was about to have a heart attack because I felt like it was on my left side. Occasional bladder leakage. I don't experience that. But if that happens during menopause, man, listen. I remember one of my friends had mentioned she was wearing a little Alanas. I mean, it happens. You can't sit and say, damn, it happens. It can happen to the best of us. You just never know. Daily stress. So we all have that. You just don't know what happens. Joint and muscular discomfort. So this will definitely help with the comfort, adding the comfort onto it. And this concentration. I would definitely say concentration, that we would blame that on ADHD. We blame it on so many different other things. But in the end of it, that can be the menopause. You just never know. Y'all, I just want to come up here, have the conversation, open the dialogue up so we can talk about it because I'm going through it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to sit and say, everything's peaches and cream over here. Kelly is going through it. She's going through it. So, in saying all that, let me know down below your thoughts and opinions about menopause and things like that. Your girl is just having a time. We're going to talk more about it. I definitely want to have a better conversation where I can definitely provide some good relief. I'm trying things out. I want to be so transparent. So we have this on the chopping block right now. Not on the chopping block. We have it on the block where we're trying to see if it's going to definitely help. I'm going to definitely keep taking it because it's a really good supplement. It doesn't have a bunch of stuff in it. It has ingredients in here that you can understand and read, and you can look it up. It's just, I forgot that main one. I can't pronounce it, and I don't want to give it to you wrong, but you could definitely go read and look up on it yourself. But so far so good. It's just only been 4 days. I haven't seen a big difference. Only been 4 days, say about 28 days. And that's for any supplement that you take. If it's a B12, if it's a vitamin D, it only takes about 30 days, maybe 2 weeks for it to kick in so your body can, kind of adjust to it. So I'm here for it. I'm going to try the natural route first before I have to go in with the steroids. So now let's go to my doctor had said on why she did not want me to get on the patch. My hot flashes and my night sweats are so bad. I was telling her and she said, I understand, but I want you to also change your diet. All of this stuff plays into how your menopause can be activated more. It's going to happen, but we can definitely find ways to minimize it. That's just like anti-aging products. Aging is going to happen, but you can kind of slow down the process of the wrinkles and the smooth skin and so forth and so on. So she said, Kelly, change your diet. How are you with the red meat? I said, well, I already know I need to stop eating red meat. And she said, well, I want you to minimize it. She said, if you can, don't eat it no more. I said, okay. So no more red meat. I have to just let it go. She said, if you definitely crave that burger or that steak, do it far few in between. She said, because it definitely can help lower high blood pressure. It can, the cholesterol, all the different things. Because red meat is like the number one source for cholesterol. So she said, since you gotten that all under control, you don't want to pretty much reactivate that. So minimize the red meat or don't do it at all. So red meat is off. No, she said dairy. These are all things that we know, but these things that we like. I love a good cheese moment. Who don't want a charcuterie board? Who don't want a cheeseburger? So you got the red meat and you got the cheese, yogurt, things like that. She said, let it go. I can let that go. Me and cheese, it's kind of hard. She just told me if you do want to eat cheese, eat the serving amount. Like if sprinkling on your salad, don't just be sitting there eating cheese. Like I can eat cheese on crackers. Like that, what is it called? The Cracker Barrel cheese? I think that's what it's called. I can slice that up, get some crackers, get some olives, get some little cute little small the pickles. I can sit right there and just eat that. Some salami slices. But I had to sit back and say, Kelly, you can't do this no more. You cannot do this no more. If you want to be on this good earth a little longer or be on this earth and be healthy, you have to stop it. And not only that, but if you want to minimize these symptoms with this menopause, you have to stop it. So no more dairy, no more red meat. She said, if I can, just do chicken, fish, and turkey. For some reason, me and turkey we don't jive too good. I like turkey, I love it, but my body don't do well with turkey. So she said chicken and fish. So what I've been doing these last 2 weeks, I've been going back to just eating fish. Every day we're doing fish. Now, no, I can eat fish every day. I can do the shrimp. I can do the salmon. I can do it baked, air fry, all the different things. No frying. No frying. I had my last fried fish meal and it was beautiful. It was good. But the frying too. The frying can definitely contribute to not only the cholesterol component and the high blood sugar component, but the menopause component. So she just told me, she said, I really want you to go all natural. I want you to try to do it, not just, for the menopause, but for yourself. She said, and exercise. I need you to get back in the gym. Now, you guys know I had stopped going. I mentioned it because I started a new position. And I got home, I was tired. I'm not going to, and I know, we should push through. We could push through so many things in our life, things that are better for us. We should always push through. But when I got home from work, I tell you no lie. It was like the last thing I wanted to see was people, more people, a machine, and do something for myself. And I should have done something for myself. But so far, so good. I've been eating well this past week and this week that we're in now. So we're, completing our 2-week mark. I got to get back into the gym, and we'll see how that goes. Your girls be hot at night. So let me know how you're feeling, what you're doing, how's it going? And what are some things you want to talk about in regards to menopause and perimenopause? Because these two go hand in hand. Some of us are not in menopause state, some of us in perimenopause state. And I want to make this a inclusive conversation. I don't want this to be focused on menopause. That's where I am. I want to definitely have the conversation about perimenopause because a lot of us aren't there. Some of us are there. So we want to make it all inclusive. So I'm going to definitely have more conversations about perimenopause and menopause because I know I said I didn't want to have the conversation. I felt like it was so many people up here who covered that and we can just go to them and listen to it. But now that I'm experiencing it a little bit more than what I thought I was going to experience and how it's affecting me in so many different other areas of my life, I want to talk about it because sometimes hearing it from somebody that you kind of like cool with, we be like, jiving with one another, you may relate more. That's why I want to bring it over here. Because I know I said in many of my conversations, we're not talking about that. That's inevitable. We're going to go through it. But baby, we're going to talk about it because your girl is having a time. And plus, since I'm using a supplement and I want to let you guys know how my body is doing, even though I'm not a doctor, my doctor is for me. You got to get your own doctor. I just want to take you on this journey of me trying to minimize my symptoms and how I am dealing with it and how I am trying to minimize my symptoms as much as possible. And I want to have a good night's sleep because I want to be able to function because I'm not functioning. So let me know. And ladies, if you enjoyed this conversation, please subscribe, please follow, and also share with a friend, another Black woman over 40 who wants to hear conversations like this. And if there's anything you want me to talk about on these conversations, please leave them down below so we can have more conversations. And I will catch you in the next conversation. Bye, ladies.